let's go back to AMPscript guide. I want to
Yes.
go there now. Okay.
Okay.
So, how you people used to connect with each other?
Just the way we do now. You mean just video chat? We decided how we started with the table of contents, and so we started this in 2017,
Hmm.
and we decided we wrote out a table of contents is kind of where we started, and then we divided the table of contents amongst ourselves, and then we agreed on kind of what format, what tools we're going to use to write. All the book is in Markdown on GitHub, and so that's how we contributed together. Was we just
Hmm.
treated it like a software development project, uh,
Hmm.
and then I wrote some tools to build it for the editor. So like I
Hmm.
could generate a Word document or a PDF for the editor, the technical editor that we hired, and also I could generate content for WordPress. So we ended up hosting with WordPress, and so that's kind of how I wrote the tooling for publishing it basically into the different mediums. And so then
Hmm.
Elliot and I split up he took the responsibility for all the web development stuff, and I did. I've been doing all the order fulfillment and
Hmm.
customer service type of stuff since the site launched. Most people don't know this, but all along we've been Elliot has maintained a lot of good relationships with people at Salesforce over
Hmm.
the years, and we actually were underwritten. The initial publishing and website was underwritten by Salesforce
Hmm.
early on through their marketing budget.
Hmm.
And so
Oh.
we had a benefactor at Salesforce who really to bat for us, and also Joanna Milliken, the first exact target employee
Hmm.
who wrote the foreword for the book. She was injected into the process and we got to know her a little bit after the book was published. They had an administrative assistant assign
Hmm.
write the forward and then assign it to Joanna, and Joanna signed off on it. But that her signing off on the forward for the book
Hmm.
started a conversation with her and Elliot and I, and so we ended up meeting Joanna a few times, and she was always an advocate. She was always advocating for us as well, which was really cool because she was a pretty prominent person at Exact Target and Salesforce, and she just recently left. Actually, in the last couple of years, she just recently left. But yeah, we had marketing budget. We had marketing budget that underwrote that, and also a couple of benefactors at Salesforce that really believed in what we were doing and saw the need for it, and so they helped us out at the very beginning. And we wouldn't have been able to do it without that because neither of us had the
Hmm.
cash to to do
Oh,
the
mm,
printing and the website development at the same time.
this is getting quite interesting. So, when you started with the AMPscript guide, you both were starting with the book also and with the website parallelly.
Yes. Hmm.
And
Yeah. So we were writing the book and building the framework for the website. It was
and
kind of sequential,
yeah,
but there was some overlap.
okay. And Salesforce also came into this picture,
Hmm.
and it is Elliot Harper who brought them in with
Yeah.
financial.
Yes. Yes. And just this last connections, I met that benefactor person. I probably shouldn't name his name, but
Mm.
he was really instrumental. But I got a chance to talk to him at Connections, and
Mm.
I told him some of the things that have happened since he helped us back in 2018, and he was really appreciative of that. I think I was nervous talking to him, but I was real thankful for what he did back then. Elliot is he's very talented in book publishing knowledge. I think
Mm.
if I remember right, he told me that he has some kind of undergraduate education related to publishing. But his work, the initial first edition book printing, was printed in California
Mm.
and then shipped to my house in Missouri by
Mm.
semi truck. Had a semi
Mm.
truck pull up to my house and unload a
Mhm.
pallet of books into my
Mm.
garage. Our first initial event was Dreamforce in 2018, I believe, where we they had a bookstore and
Mm.
we supplied our books to that, and that was kind of the genesis of kind of the launch of AMPscript Guide, the website and the book. For a while, we didn't even you couldn't even get the print book by
Mm.
itself. By itself, you had to buy
Mm.
a bundle And
Okay.
ultimately we just started selling the book as an option if you want it without a
Mm,
subscription. That whole palette, we sold all those books. We had some amazing companies buy a bunch of them, and my DG bought 100 books, and
mm,
we shipped books all over the world. Um, and I need to pull up the stats, how
mm,
many countries we shipped books. Pretty amazing. And then we
yeah,
ran out of books. We ran out of books, and so we did another
mm,
printing. Those were printed, I believe, in Kentucky. And then I got another I got another
mm,
semi pull up to my house and drop off another pallet of books, and I'm
mm.
still
Had you ever imagined that this is what you had thought of would become things that build up slowly and slowly with
no,
this?
no. I had no idea. I mean, I knew how meaningful it was to me just to go through the process and to be able to offer it to the community, because one of the things I've told folks is that what you can get for free from AMPscript Guide without even a subscription is
Mm,
more than what the official documentation has, and we
mm,
did that on purpose. All of the simple examples that you can of all the functions that are tested are free. There's no paywall on those. The rest of the
mm,
functionality is and the content is more than what you would get from the official documentation,
mm,
and that goes
mm,
and that goes for all 150 functions. It's not